Right. Very, very good pull right there.
Low key, I predict Mio does scissors there. I'm not even joking. I go rock there 100% of the time, but it's all good.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Back to Avenue solo commentary. Y'all know how it is. All right. Mio versus Clune. Gonna be seeing the Yoshi versus the Sora. Now, this is something that we saw at Battle BC with Kameme versus Yoshi Dora. That worked out in Kameme's favor. At least I'm pretty sure. I could literally just be wrong and stupid and wrong, but I'm pretty sure that happened. Shoutouts to Disney not letting us use good songs that are good. But yeah, so far Mio is facing him out. I feel like this matchup's obviously pretty difficult for Yoshi. But even in difficult matchups, I mean, everyone's the same in the Yoshi disadvantage, or rather when you're in the blender that Yoshi puts you in advantage. It's scary. Yoshi does so much off up air, and this is, I feel like, an equally good stage, potentially, for both characters here. Because Yoshi, I mean, you don't want the ceilings like too high. You want platforms like this one. Overall, I feel like it's not bad. But of course, Sora is Sora. You have those combos. Mio, a very good player, has those combos, has those up Bs out of shield. That's going to kill off the top. Even against such a heavy character such as the Yoshi. Good counter. I feel like a lot of Soras do that counter, like, more than other characters, which is interesting. I feel like maybe, I'm not even entirely sure why. I'm not sure if it's the risk reward being in the favor of Sora there, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Making it back there against whoa, Yoshi strong nair killing. Clune not even ready for that one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have no words for that one. That's kind of crazy that happens. Mio is trying to look for a way to kind of keep this lead. Trying to look for a way to keep Clune just off of the stage. Oh, that thunder just barely not hitting. Just for the down smash, doesn't quite hit it. And now again, we're seeing that Yoshi blender is working. It's scary, but a very good counter. That fair is something that I feel like a lot of Yoshis go for. Just that landing there into the fair. Yeah, very good awareness, very good just matchup knowledge on the part of Mio. And that counter gonna be so strong, it's gonna be untuggable. And yeah, Clune gonna be punished for that one. How do you get off ledge here? Yeah. Yoshi fair, good against hanging ledge opponents, so that was a bit of a blunder, one could say. And Clune now staying calm. I like this. Just a calm advantage, just not being too aggressive here. I think both players know if they make one like really big mistake, it can be very costly. But how do you avoid making that mistake? You have, like, both these characters, you also like have to get in. You have to do your thing, but F smash not quite killing. Clune looking for something, looking for these fairs, looking for these bears. Can you get back? Good pressure with the fireball to keep out Clune. Gonna be making it back to ledge. Get up attack. Barely interrupting the fair. Clune's staying really patient here. Doesn't get the up smash, and now Clune's off stage. Mio goes for the dare. Doesn't quite really do much, honestly. I think maybe he got the weak hit. And Bear, I can't tell if that shield poked or if that was a preemptive up B out of shield on the part of Mio, but either way, yeah, that back air just kills. That back air is scary. That thing can just, like, super duper, like, lead into F smash. Like, Bear 1-2 F smash is just a combo for some reason. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about the fact that, like, Yoshi just has a drag down. It's terrifying, man. I don't want to deal with that. Game 2, Newport City. I'm down. Alright, Mio just taking a sec. I like this. Taking a step between games. It was close, but it was still... I feel like Clune was just, in general, was more calm, more collected during that game. And because of that, just kind of called out Mio's more panic, more defensive options. Maybe taking him to FD. I don't mind it. Okay, so I have the blender early. Oh, but the fair just gonna be spiking literally immediately and killing. That was so quick. I mean, a literal 0 to death on the part of Clune. That is tough. That is tough. It's not unwinnable by any stretch of the imagination for Mio, but Clune is gonna be racking up this damage, and this is the thing about Yoshi. Yoshi does so much damage off one hit. Literally. You cannot afford to be making these mistakes, and when you have to approach Yoshi, when you're down a stock, yeah, I mean, you're prone just by principle to be making those mistakes. You can't completely avoid them, and now Clune can just kind of like sit back and basically just play a sword character, spacing out with fair, using these projectiles, just keeping mid stage best as he can. Okay, the F smash though, barely killing. I think slight mess up on the combo there, but it's all good. Now Mio has to find a way in without getting hit by one of Yoshi's many killing aerials here. Back throw, not gonna kill. That doesn't really kill like that. At least not without some kind of rage. I like that ledge pressure from Clune, although we're not seeing a lot of get-up attack from Mio. It's a bit risky, of course, but Clune has been mashing an advantage while Mio's on ledge, which I say mashing, but I do not mean that in a bad way at all. It's effective, clearly. That's scary. Yoshi's aerials, again, are so strong. F smash, though, I think maybe getting a little bit desperate. The rolls might be a little bit reversed here compared to last game, as Clune is just trying to fight his way back to center. Finally gets a chance to slow down the game's pace. But Mio gets a little bit too greedy. But so does Clune. And now Mio is the one, all of a sudden, clutching out that stock lead. One more stock to tie up the games here. Gets it up there, but not quite ready for the falling bear. The multi-hit. Multi-hit's hard to time against. Oh, goes for the aggressive option. I like it. Sora can just take that risk to say, hey, maybe I kill you right now. Maybe I don't. Let's just see what happens. I think that was an air one, maybe fair one. F smash. Not going to be killing, but the second F smash will. I'm not sure if that was a different hitbox or what, but that was so much stronger. Now we're all tied up. Curious to see what happens for this last game here. Both players kind of thinking about that one for a bit. Letting that simmer, letting that settle. Letting that cook. Something happened, I don't know what. Something happened. I don't know what happened. All good. We're still thinking about stages. Oh, and it's Sonic now. Okay, Sonic Sora. Okay, alright. This is, yep, it's Japan meta. I'm down. Alright. Game 2. I'm not surprised with the character switch. Again, Yoshi is pretty tough, I think. A pretty tough matchup against Sora. In the favor of Sora. But Mio, let's see how familiar he is with Sonic champion. I feel like Sora definitely has tools to deal with Sonic on the ground. You obviously have the fire, yep, into the dash attack. You have those BNBs like that. You have the thunder. You have the freeze. A lot of these are really scary. Like, these are some high damage options. So high damage that, I mean, it's only been a few interactions. But Mio has such a big percent lead against Clune right now. Things are just not working out in his favor. I like that. I actually like that. I don't mind it. The risk reward was not that bad. Gonna be taking a duff in the face though for it. Now Clune is trying to slow down the game a little bit, trying to think about, okay, how do I get in? My current approaches aren't working. The F smash not quite gonna kill. That would have been huge though. Now Mio is trying to take this mid stage. The threat of back air is so terrifying. Goes for the okay. Mio's been looking for that exact air dodge all set. Clune finally did it, but Mio wasn't quite ready just because Clune hasn't been doing it. But it's okay, it gets stuck regardless. Clune holds the F smash, doesn't quite hit it. Clune again is looking for a way in. Mio, I think it's a bit too scary to use that Blizzaga like too early in percent. Good tech, gets the fire into the grab. That was good just decision making on the part of Mio here, and he's not done. Gets the up air to challenge the F smash for the first time in the game so far. Gets the counter just to avoid the hit, but still takes the hit. I like that double up smash on Clune's end. I actually really like that. Oh, waits for a shield drop or a spot dodge or something. Eventually lets it go. I feel like Mio, something I've noticed is he's one to, like, you know, in an interaction, right? Let's say both people are holding shield, both people are standing there. There's always going to be one player that moves first. In some way. Some players just do it after like 3 seconds. Some players, their thing that they do is run up grab because they see you aren't doing anything. It just depends on player to player. Mio is somebody who's willing to just swing after just a very short amount of time. Just being like, okay, it's been too long, I'm doing something. And there it worked out. Got that up smash. But just as I say that, things are kind of looking up for Clune all of a sudden. The rolling gonna be stuffed out. Tries to go for a mix up there. Stuff out any option that was a bit too aggressive. But now Clune has the percent lead for the first time all game. How does Mio respond? Again, Clune. I feel like this is shades of game one where Clune just gets that percent lead and all of a sudden can just relax and play his game. Just play a more calm game, knowing that Mio might be under a little bit of pressure here to make something happen. Doesn't get hit by the chipper F smash. But Clune is just doing these grabs and they're just working. There's no reason not to, really. Makes it back. Oh, but the F smash, I think, is just trading. Oh. That's not over. Sora, we know how scary Sora is with these combos on these platforms. What's the mix-up? Mio gets back to center. Has a chance to space. Just moves out. Clune. Keeping Mio in the air. The nair, the lingering nair, barely hitting it. The F tilt gonna be knocking Mio out of the ring. Clune clutching that after very intense set there. Both players played that pretty well. I literally just feel like Clune was just a little bit more calm and just more aware of Mio's fear in those tense situations. Was just willing to just repeat situations, be like, hey, eventually you're gonna mess up. Eventually you're gonna get scared. Eventually the mix-up that you're gonna try to do, you're gonna overthink it. You're gonna do something a little bit too committal, and that's exactly what happened here with the Mio dare ending up costing him. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. I really like that. That was a hot set. That was only round 3. We still have much more tournament to play. And yeah. That's how the cookie crumbles this time. This replay music is fire. Can we talk about that? It's so like upbeat and like happy.
This is Rowdy Charge Tank from Kirby's Air Ride.
Shout out Kirby Air Ride. Underrated game. I've also never played it, but it's like cool though, you know what I mean? Like aesthetically it's cool. Like I like the idea of it.
Game you play with one button.
play Kirby Air Ride with one button?
One button. It's a weird game.
That's awesome.